Do I enjoy all games? Do I have no taste or do I have all the taste? The bear fridge can keep harvesting energy. Will you play Fortnite? Fuck Fortnite. Well, actually, I kinda enjoy it when I played the first time, but I'm not gonna play it again. I really enjoyed playing Fortnite when they paid me. Do you hear at Epic Game Store? I know you're full of fucking money. Every time I've made a sponsored deal on your store, it's been 5 digits. Sometimes, actually, not all the times. Do you hear that? Who owns Epic Game Store? Tencent or something? China. This is full of dice, colorful polyhedral dice, hundreds of them. The candy dispenser has been repurposed to contain thousands of dice.
Hello, I'm Nia.
A bird-like woman sits on a throne of tools, with emerald light shining through her hair.
Did you try knocking on my window? I must have missed you. I've been listening to my Melius.
She taps on her headphones.
So what kind of die are you looking for?
Hold on, what do you mean by Milius?
Yes, a Melius is like a calling station. You need a two-way radio to access one. That's why I have these.
Ah.
Mostly, they just teach you to swear in different languages. But some of the stations can be quite interesting. I was so absorbed, I must have missed you knocking.
She was good with someone else. I haven't knocked on your window.
Then how did you get inside? By the south entrance? You know what? It doesn't even matter. What matters is that you're finally here. Let's talk dice. Did you have something specific in mind?
We're talking about dice.
I'm a novelty dice maker. Tell me the name of your role-playing system and I'll make the die you need. That's why you're here, yes?
Yes, Cyberpunk. Can you make me a second 3090? Please? I can SLI it. I can perfectly run ultra ray tracing then. At like at least 100 frames. No, I was looking for something else. Squint your eyes mysteriously. Answers.
Answers? How strange. These days people only come to me for dice and role-playing games.
Yeah, but you're clearly a witch. I'm gonna throw you down the chimney.
I'm not sure how helpful I'll be, but go ahead and ask.
The walls here are covered with rows of precious stones and minerals. How did you become a dice maker? How did I become a dice? How did I become one? It's a business decision. I was a regular jeweler at first, but that's an unfocused field with too much competition. Some of my friends were role players. Oh no! They asked me to make some polyhedral dice out of cobalt. That was my first order. I grew it from there. Do you like role-playing games yourself? Not especially. I like working with rare materials and a steady pay. And role-players are customers. They are nice people. I don't know about the man who was lynched behind the whirling in rags. Nothing really. I didn't know him. Who cares about the dead body? We might be dealing with a malignant entity here. The donor looks at his notebook, then the woman under the large window. Your window looks directly onto the courtyard, and you're saying you didn't see or hear anything unusual last Sunday evening? I'm sorry, detective, but as you know, I usually have my headphones on when I'm working. It shuts out most of the daily ruckus from behind my window. What do you mean by the daily ruckus? Well, there's always something going on in Will's backyard. She stops to try and come up with an example. During daytimes, they're usually those kids, and lately I've been seeing a lot of drunk workers hanging about. Must be because of the strike. She's not sorry to disappoint you. Informing on someone in a murder investigation would intrude upon her focused existence. She looks up at the window, pale light comes in, but I never saw anyone during that fateful Sunday night, I'm afraid. You never took your eyes off work to look out of the window? I don't. I never look out of the window. I sometimes go to ir.no just to check what the weather is like. I can't be bothered. This woman is a true worker, just like me. I might have, she admits, but in this case, all I would have seen is my own reflection staring back from the darkness. It's really hard to make anything out of the yard when it's dark outside. Besides, I rarely get up to look out the window when I'm in the zone. Do you often work Sunday nights? It's an old profession making dice for people, but I like it, and I prefer doing this to sitting at home. What a nice person. I'd like to order a die from you. Do you know the viral and Teledol setting? I want to die for that. Ah yes. Fortress Accident. She shakes her head lightly. It's too bad they never finished their game. The viral untethered die is a variation of a standard role-playing die, only instead of plants it uses motifs of ice and death. And loss, of course. I'm thinking something made from alligator jaw bone cast in black resin. The reptile bone is as white as ice and dead as well. Well, that, she smiles. For 7 real I can have it ready in 8 hours. I don't want to buy a fucking die from you. Hey, where were we anyway? What is this place? We're inside the chimney of an old central furnace. It's strange, I know. She looks at the ruddy bricks that makes up the walls. Even though they've been repainted, there are still signs of coal black soot here and there. Yeah, ir.no, it's a good place. How can you post that link? Can I click it? Is it just such a fucked up, unused thing? NO? Yeah, PTO. Today -2, snowing. Is it actually snowing outside? It is. Dude, I love snow. Snow is so cozy. It feels good being inside because it's snowing outside. I love it. But when I arrived here, all the other rooms were taken, so I had to build myself a makeshift home. Besides, I don't really have to pay any rent here, so that's a plus. Planens was right. There was an entity living in the chimney. You should ask her about the curse. How this place is cursed? Did you know? Creative, the lieutenant. The lieutenant looks around in the spacious room. Its ceiling fading into a shadow above. I've heard this place is cursed. Did you know that people call it the Doom commercial area? I've heard the stories, she nods, as the wind howls from the furnace shaft above. I don't think those stories are true. Wait, how do you explain what happened to those companies then? It's just capitalism, she shrugs. We only hear about tales of success. So often it's often surprising we realize how many ventures actually fail. Placinance was the one who sent me. She convinced me that the place is swarming with malicious energies. Palinus, the bookshop lady? She raises her brow. I've heard that her business is doing rather well. Have the energies spared her somehow? Hey, the curse is just biding its time before it strikes again. Sooner or later everyone will fail, even her. Actually, the bookstore isn't doing that well. There's hardly any customers since she has to exploit her own dollar to keep the company going. Alright, but it's not just the bookstore that's still up and running. What about the rioters in rags? Some people say it's part of the building complex. It's not a separate building, woman. Learn your difference. Ghosts can't travel in the outsides. And then there's me, she sighs, looking at her messy work table. All kinds of tools lie scattered, from knives to carving files to wire cutters. I've been here for 14 years, selling novelty dice to role-playing enthusiasts. Not exactly a million real business idea, yet somehow I've survived despite the talk of malicious energies. Strange, isn't it? It's because she's in cahoots with the demons. Palisans think it's because you are a source of it, the malignant entity. Malignant entity? What does that even mean? The dice maker laughs. Some kind of sorcerer? What about you, officer? Do you think I'm a malignant entity? The jig is up. The she-demon knows you've uncovered her identity. It's time the time has come to face the source. Fear not, for the forces of the universe are supporting you in this psychic quest. I'm starting to see that there's no curse, only business decisions and natural market fluctuations. Exactly, she pinches the root of her nose. Truth is always so disappointingly mundane and boring. Well, I'm glad we got this sorted out. Any else I can help you with today? Let's use a legendary shivers. Come on, double 6. Fuck, leave it at that. You know what happened to other tenants? Everyone else is gone. More or less. She adjusts her yellow scarf and covers her hair. Are you interested in the specifics? No. I don't really give a fuck about the other people. Leave. Bye bye, babe. Hey, Happy New Year, Velken. Happy New Year, everyone in that time zone. Fuck yeah! Gott nytt år för fan! Are you shooting plastic shards into the sky and they explode in stars resembling little plastic shards? This isn't racist, is it? And flip-flops. I would love to come to Brazil. I bet... Doesn't Brazil... Can you get real Brazilian barbecue and shit there? In Brazil, of course.
You're alive and well. Don't keep me waiting now.
The dark
there.
The
In
dark...
that dark sarcophagus.
Yes, the dark sarcophagus. Yes, yes, how was it? It was a channel house of failed business enterprises leeching the life energy from this bookstore. I knew it. A tremor runs through her. Oh, such horrors that have been thrusted upon us. She shakes her head. But what else did you find? Did you find anything? Did anything survive? No, of course not. Have you located the entity? I've talked to the entity you told me about. Her name is Nia, and she's a novelty dice maker. A novelty dice maker? Her eyes widen. Well, spit it out. Why doesn't she need the dice? Why does she need the dice? For some kind of sorcery? Sometimes they use ankle bones of sheep. No ma'am, I felt her aura. She's not the one to blame for this curse. She looks perplexed. I don't understand. If it's not her, then where is the source of doom? How did she explain the curse? The source is in the taxidermist's shop. He became involved in art darker than taxidermy and brought the void spirits down upon this place. How horrid! I knew something wasn't right about that place. Yeah, I de-spooked it. Its curse is definitely gone. I de-spooked it! What does it mean? Are you certain? Oh, but who am I to question your methods? He looks at you with sudden admiration. All that matters is that the energies are retreating, and I can already feel the curse lifting. It'll be a long time until we're fully free of it, of course, but still. Thank you, officer. Truly, you've brought a better psycho meditation to this humble bookstore, and that's no small achievement. If it only lasts a day or two, at a week at tops, then her mood will sour and she will feel the curse again. That's cute. Thank you. Task completed. Hobocop! Technically, you wouldn't be a cop anymore, but a hobo. That means game over for the cop chapter of your adventure. But who knows where hobo parts take you? To the bar, the old Lasso Moor, the pier, or the sewers? To Leo Moor, where you can find where for 300 years they interred the dead. You plunder royalist crypts for long forgotten triple malt bourbon, then fight the Arma Khan beast that lurks the bottom of most speculars. The secrets of the city are all yours at least. It's fucking stupid. Nothing like a New Year's reading. Yeah, right? We need to get that corpse down before we're ending the stream. I wonder who's gonna help me get that down. I can't remember. How you doing?
Nice aggression with the native. Don't let the chief fool you next time. You don't need to be up in his face. Leave yourself space to move.
He actually liked me. Not bad advice actually, this might do the trick.
Let's talk about our right to work.
I need to be my champion against Jan Look up there. No, he slowly shakes his head. I'm not a fighter, I'm a worker. We were promised work, he points to the gates. We'd be in there working if the boss hadn't shut the gates. And you're unable to breach the entrance? Main gate's locked. Would take heavy ordnance to bust it open. Could try to get in through the secretary's office. He points upstairs, door locked, the guards blocking the way to the access panel. Why don't you just talk to them? Like civilized folk, you mean? The man rubs his chin. These native fucks don't understand civilized. Wait, what the fuck are you saying? It would be better for the neighborhood if you went home, at least for now. If you can't get in anyway. No, they will give up eventually, or get drunk. Leave the bottom on guard, then we charge. The man rubs his jaw. A perfect light-beaded square wedge. Shotgun sniper meta on Tarkov? Have they fixed the scopes? Can you make a sniper shotgun in Tarkov now? Vulcan, can you? Dude, if I can make a sniper shotgun in Tarkov, I can make like 5 different versions and call it the Return of Sniper Shotgun. Yeah, what does this guy think? Can you just break in and start working and expect pay? Perhaps the boss would pay them, I guess. You see, the fuckers are still out here. Let's come clean with Kim, actually.
Yes?
I think you should know that I can't remember anything. No response, he just arches his brow. I feel like I must repeat this, I don't remember anything. There's a heavy drinking involved. Now have you tried concentrating on something other than your personal affairs? What should I concentrate on? Try work. The case at hand. It can work miracles. What's wrong with personal affairs? Not a fan. It's just the nature of lieutenancy. We're completely lacking in basic information about even this organization we're in. Can you help me? Fine. We should go through the days first. Off hours begins at 2100 hours. If you're still having trouble then, I can give you an orientation. Focus on other people's problems, not your own. That is the relief. Chat, do you have any annoyances right now? Like, you don't have enough toilet paper at home and you have to go buy some, or you're out of paper plates? Current poll, quick Tarkov, no! Just one more raid, oh my god. Let's get the corpse done. We can play more of this as well. We can actually finish this game. And then perhaps actually finish Cyberpunk too. Your heart twists a bit like a fist. Serotonin deficiency makes your teeth clench. Thank you, oh wise man. Lieutenant blinks, his mouth slightly open and his body motionless. A microsecond passes. Excuse me, I was lecturing you. I shouldn't have. I should have consulted a medical professional if you feel you need help. You can use the radio kinema to call your station's lazaret. They actually call it lazaret? Wait! Where did Sweden get their fucking hospital word from then? Lazaret, I guess that's said. From Lazarus? The devs are Estonian? Perhaps they stole it from Swedish language. We call it lazaret here in Sweden. We go a hospital, lazaret. This could use as many languages to form its words. I think that's awesome. Lazarus, the guy who got resurrected. In Russia it's lazaret as well? Oh shit. I want to talk about you, yes? Let's see how my life is precedent in the investigation. Come on, Lieutenant, open up a little. He sighs. If you insist, what do you want to know? You don't look like other people around here. Do you ever talk with yourself? What do you mean? You know, when you're thinking. Do you ever have a conversation with, like, your brain? I have no idea what you're talking about. I do that all the time. Like, ask myself, is this a good idea? So your brain never just chimes in with advice or warnings or anything? I can't say it does, no. When I need to think, I just use my notebook. The lieutenant produces his small blue notebook and eyelid tumbles through a few pages. That's where his conversation with himself takes place. That's so smart! This fucking game! I guess this day has to come to an end before we can get the corpse done or something. Oh, here's this woman, right? And who's this? Shows on the water, green plants under the calm surface. Joyce Messier, a striking woman, leans against the cabin top of her sailing boat, smiling as you approach. Her green raincoat glistens with droplets, a silk scarf tied around her throat.
Good afternoon, officers. I'm Joyce.
She extends her hands in greeting.
Joyce L. Messier. I represent the board of Wild Pines, the owners of the harbour. You gentlemen must be from the RCM.
Shake her hand. What gave us away?
Nothing, honestly. I've said it to every drunk in town, and you're the first one who's responded.
Fuck you. Was implied here that you're a drunk? I'm not a drunk, I'm a police officer.
Of course you're not. It was only a joke.
Fuck you. Shake her hand.
I'm glad to see you here.
The grip is tight and cold. She seems relieved.
I was dispatched to handle a strike, not a lynching. Anything I can do to assist the RCM in this matter, I will, gladly.
That is good to hear, madame. My colleague will take the lead on this interview. I should let you know that he is recovering from an unusual medical episode. Very unusual. But I can assure you of his ultimate competency.
There was a trace of iron in his voice, mischief even. The lieutenant is hatching some scheme.
How interesting. I wish you a swift recovery. In the meanwhile, you have my full cooperation and the full cooperation of the Wild Pines group.
He's in bridge. Can I have some money? Is that what you want to say? Well, it isn't that easy, is it? What? Why not? Look at that lady. Take a gander. Squint your eye above. What lustrous hair. A well-kempt, yet tasteful short bob, dark hair. Despite the first hint of grey, she's elected to keep it au neutral. Shaped into a permanent wave. Late 40s style. While dull orange pearls hang from her earlobes. Earlobes? Red from cold, her light green eyes scan you, full of knowledge and worry, wealth and all its possibility, yes so? Now look at you! You miserable clad simian! Barely able to tie your own laces, your armpits are lakes, a shite of booze precedes you, your hair sticks with your forehead, and your underwear feels uncomfortable. You're poor as balls. You can't ask this person for money. You're too ashamed. I'm not ashamed. What is the feeling? I never felt it before. I'm a goddamn working man. I'm not ashamed to shake this leash for some dough. As I should be, for even considering it. This is a woman and I'm a man, that's true. Yes, and you should be able to take care of yourself, not to grovel at her beautiful feet, dishonoring yourself and your organization with this request. Oh god, the lieutenant is here too. Do not dishonor the force. You're on a boat! Why, yes I am. She looks at the deck. Under her feet, green and white sails flutter overhead. Does she have a name? The boat, no. It's called Correlate 19. Because that's the type of sloop it is. You fucking bitch! You probably... Fuck you! Even a stuck-up bitch like you would give the boat a name. Look at this, I even have a little seagull sitting here. The word, it feels strange. Such a beautiful boat deserves a proper name. Cool, but your boat really needs a name. Okay, how about Cordelite 19? Why? She taps the side of the boat. It makes a hollow sound. Because it was manufactured in Robbaz East by a company called Cordelate, and its hull is 19 paces long. How about Dolores? Why Dolores? I don't know, it feels pretty. Well, it means nothing to me. I think I stick with the factory name. But thank you for the suggestion. Would you like it? My sloop? I like it a lot. Her lips curls into a wry smile. It's the eel's hips, baby. I'm enjoying this part of the interview. It has so little to do with the murder we're investigating. I really do? The lieutenant thinks, is she thrown off yet? He looks at the woman, assessing her. Do you have a license for that boat? Tell me about Wild Pines, what do you do? What we do, I'm afraid, I don't speak for Wild Pines as a whole. It's a giant undertaking. So what do they do? The Pines' core competency is logistics, container shipping, freighting, that sort of thing. She points on the small dots on the horizon. See those airships there, blinking? Those are the shipping side of things. Then to the east, towards the harbor, and that is the terminal. Another subdivision deals with energy, oil and gas exploration. Offshore platforms. How much money does the Wild Pines have? I don't at liberty to discuss the company's balance sheet, but I can tell you that last year the company booked more than 20 billion real in revenue. A billion? Encyclopedia failure. Wow. Wow. 20 billion is a large number, but the Commanderate employs 72,000 people. They all need to be paid. Then there are capital improvements, interest payments. A wave hits the sloop. She grabs mainstream for balance. A Commanderate size of the Wild Pines is like a shark. If it stops moving, it will die. Then what becomes of 72,000 families? It's a tremendous responsibility. Volition medium. Say it. Can I have some money? It's just medium. I could pull it off. What can you tell me about the strike? Everything, she smiles. Right up to, not including, trade secrets. Wait, if I want to hear about... What if I wanted to... No, what is your role in this precisely? I believe the official title is Senior Labor Negotiator. In practice, I'm a grocery clerk. I rely on the union's demands to Wild Pine, and I return with Wild Pine's counter-offer. And how's the talks going? They are not. That's the problem. The union stopped all negotiation a week ago, after that awful lynching took place. Now they won't even let me into the harbor. It's a 2.2 meter racist behemoth blocking the gates. Oh, you mean Measurehead? Yes, Jean-Luc Measurehead. He leans back and rolls her eyes. How were talks going before the lynching? Let's say I was not making the kind of progress I hoped for when I first arrived. And when did you first arrive? I arrived 3 weeks ago, she thinks. Yes, in the middle of February. The bay was still partially frozen then. I prefer to do these things on the side, like the RCM. He looks at his note, but the strike began in December. I wasn't the original negotiator here. I took over after Mr. Gaumont hit a wall with Mr. Clare, the union boss. Mr. Clare refused to speak with Gaumont, despite concessions. Concessions. He granted the union in prior negotiations. So that's like they accept going down and the other people like, hey, we're gonna do this, you do that. That's what concessions mean, right? This isn't the first time the union has gone on strike. Heavens no, there have been 2 prior strikes. Both times the union won significant concessions. Including overtime pay and a medical plan. Oh, that's horrible! Oh no, overtime pay? You get paid for overtime? That's stupid! They should just hire someone that doesn't want money for overtime. And a medical plan? Don't they have insurance? This time the demands are more, I guess you could say, aggressive. The scabs at the gate, did you put them there? The scabs? She raises her brow. You mean the whole masses of Jamrock come to plead for work where the union refuses to? If they were organized by Wild Pines or its affiliates, then it would be a company secret. I could not share it with you. Not right now, at least. How about the union boss, Mrs. Clare? Everett Clare is a man of the utmost integrity. If you can say one thing about him, it's that he always put the interest of the workers first. Really? Of course not. Everett is fantastically corrupt. I imagine he has a thick, vicious goo where you and I have blood. He's the most corrupt individual I've ever seen. I deal with men like him for a living. If there is anyone more venal, more irredeemable nepotistic, then it's his twin brother Edgar. There's 2 of him? Yes, Edgar looks exactly like his brother, except for that lazy eye. He also talks exactly like Everett does. And when one term as a foreman is up, the next takes over. That's how they circumvent the term limits, you see? With a funny little switcheroo while in office. They've embezzled God knows how much of the workers' dues. What about the union itself outside the brother Clare? The Debuteurs Union was once a perfectly normal institution 20 years ago, anyway. It must not have been easy to establish under the Emergency Act, but they did it. I can respect that. She adjusts her hair. Organized labor at its best, as they say. Then something happened in the local chapter election. The brother Clare came and transformed it into... How would you say? She hesitates, looking for the right expression. A mob, the lieutenant says succinctly. The Debadeurs are a crime syndicate, sad as it may be, I suspect we'll be forced to cooperate with them. Refreshing the honest officer, she nods. The company has tried appeasing in the past, but I'm afraid our concessions have only emboldened Everett and his brother. Dude, I have had fucking goddamn unions call me and tell me that my fucking employee needs kollektivavtal. And I'm like, what? What employees? Well, I myself have to pay for my own fucking health insurance? That's some bullshit, dude. They're fighting for you against you. I love this. This is great. No, I don't employ... Dude, listen here. They say... If my moderators have a written contract, sure, they can take it to the union as well if they want to, okay? But I go by my own papers. I'm gonna write up my own kollektivavtal. In before the moderators goes to the union, managed to sue my company and wants pay for overtime. Dental bills and health insurance. Can you have a retirement fund? I mean, you can have some channel points. They are about to be worth something. I prefer not having basically a socialist mob. Thank you for being candid, she nods. Sadly, the Wild Pines have cooperated with a monster criminal syndicates for 2 decades. However much you feed the wolf always hungers. That's all I need to know. What can you tell about the lynching? Quite a few things, I'm afraid. She falls silent for a moment, contemplating something. The information I'm to share with you includes sensitive trade secrets. For the sake of my employee, I've asked for your names and badge numbers. Of course, ma'am. We should have introduced ourselves. I'm Lieutenant... Lieutenant hands her a paper of blue plastic. I'm Lieutenant Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. Wasn't you, and this is my colleague from Precinct 41. I'm afraid he doesn't have his badge at the moment. I hope mine will suffice. How curious, she returns to the Lieutenant's badge and turns to you. Why is that, detective? Remember when my partner told me I'd recently suffered from an unusual medical episode? I lost my badge. It's related to it. I see, she nods, increasingly worried. You're saying you lost your badge during the course of this episode? I could have eaten it for all I know. I don't remember anything. This world is really nothing. Yes. Shit. No, I didn't get the badge, but that'd be good now. Where do I even get my badge back? I've lost my gun as well. Oh dear, she sighs with confusion, sadness even. Some kind of espoletic amnesia. I don't even know how to respond. I do believe you, naive as that may sound. I simply can't imagine what you gain by faking such a condition. As I said, ma'am, the lieutenant interjects. His techniques may be very unconventional, but he is an officer of the RCM. Of course, I sympathize, but I'm afraid I simply can't share it anymore until I see that badge. How about I negotiate my way out of this? Come on! Yes! Should there be some other way to demonstrate our law enforcement credentials? We're frank with you. She put down her thermal cup. If I'm going to break protocol, I need to be able to justify it to my superiors. they're not gonna want to see something very... They're going to see something very tangible. You win, but expect her to drive a hard bargain. Like what? Report from inside the Terminal B. Suggests it's a hub for the local drug trade. This is an open secret in Maranaise. The Union controls the terminal, so goes the reason. They're profiting from this trade. The company has tried looking into the matter before, to no avail. Perhaps someone with your authority and resources might be able to turn over the right stones? Or if she picks her cup back up, you can recover your badge. Though, if I may be blunt with you, it sounds like that may be a lost cause. Detective, the lieutenant closes his notebook. A word in private before we continue. Excuse me, us for a moment, madame. Endurance. It's clear you like the hard stuff, brother. Brother. The what? Sounds like my stomach is growling. What is my lower intestine going on about? Lower intestine? The term is metabolic and circulatory system. Okay, but what's the hard stuff? Fascism, brother! What is fascism? Why is my fucking intestine talking about fascism? And why now? What is fascism though? Many things, but mostly about trusting your guts. Who does your gut tell you is the source of Revenashul's problems? Liberals! Yes, them, but also women. Women, men of war. You don't like them, they're insane. Their idiocy needs to be scrubbed off this world with rubbing alcohol. Women need to go back to vacation. That's what fashion boiled down to. The rest is just also important, but the main thing is that the women needs to know their place. Okay, stomach, let's go back. I'm not going to result to fascism and sexism because my stomach wants hard liquor or whatever. Absolutely not. I'm not going to be played up with upset stomach opt-out. Just a slow, painful going over in the intestine, knocking on your alcohol and gorge liver. It's one of the betrayal and disappointment.
This is not going quite as I hoped it would, detective.
Okay, hang on, let me come... Honestly, I was expecting you to use your unorthodox technique to keep her off balance and not volunteer us to be her henchmen. Oh, we're henchmen now? Really, I thought it was going really well. This woman is running circles around us. She might have known about your misplaced badge all along. Or she's simply an adept improviser. Either way, we played straight into her hands. We could just, find my badge. Oh, he nods slowly. That would be fantastic. But do we have the time? The world is large and your badge is 8 by 6 centimeters. I'm sorry for putting on this station, I'll handle it. I'm sure you will, detective. You know what? Let's go find my fucking badge. Is that a fucking quest I can do? End of the day briefing with Kim. It's unclear how you should go about finding a tiny piece of plastic in a world as huge as this. Maybe you'll stumble across it down the line. Miracles happen. Fascism in this game is really broad, I believe. That's probably why they, you know, bound a lot of things into it. Yeah, we need to get the body down though, that's the thing. Stop throwing shit at the body! Oh shit! Legendary success! As you breathe in, the odor comes over you. It's a spell of the mind telling you to run, and your stomach to wring itself empty. With your hands at the side, your eyes squinting, as you stand in it. Step closer. Inspect the boots. The material appears to be ceramic. Its clean white stands in stark contrast to the decaying flesh above the knee. The man wore thick polymer socks, probably for padding. A fine array of interlocking plates cover them. Delicate and fragile. They feel alien to the world around you. Out of place somehow. What kind of boots are these? They are armor, not boots. With his notebook on his arm, the lieutenant crouches to inspect the soles. Technically speaking, these are sabatons. What kind of armor is this? Ceramic plates. Zirconium dioxide, most likely. This is what the make would be. Under the heel, Fairweather. He turns the boot slightly. Fairweather model T500/VE. I'm guessing that's the Virtuous animal. This is advanced stuff. Pull the boot off. This feels dangerous, are you sure? Grab the boot under your arm. The stench fills your nostrils as you push downwards. An ominous creak sound come from above. Stop, the lieutenant's voice. Stop! The lieutenant's voice is sharp. He looks at you with the boot under your arm. Pig's gonna pull his head off. Brutal. Oh, this is a bad idea, isn't it? You're going to pull his head off. Do it! Do what? Pull his head off. There's no point in performing an autopsy if you do. We'll have to compromise the coroner case. They look fancy. I thought I could pawn them, but they don't look great. A full set of armor, for a full set of armor I wouldn't blame, but these boots are wholly worth a disciplinary hearing. There are better ways to pay hostel bills. Besides, he taps the boot. It's hard to get a read. It's hard to get a read of the lieutenant. What would he do if you stole them? Would he report you or not? Surprisingly, you feel like he probably wouldn't. I don't think he would. There's no way you're getting them off. All the organic matter in his body has been flowing down into the boots for 7 days. They're fused to his feet now. Why do you think there's the only thing left on him? You're sure there's a way to peel them off. But first the body needs to be downed. And second, it would be probably be better if the lieutenant wasn't around. Sounds like a plan. What's gonna happen to the boots then? Processing will take care of them. With the situation in the morgue, it will yield nothing, but we must pick our fights. He looks towards the boot. Should we continue? Back off and look at the corpse. Inspect the belt. Diamond's knot is pulled tight by the weight of the corpse below. A yellow hard-edged polyester cuts into his neck. Above, a sliding buckle ties the belt to the branch. Oh my. There seems to be something on the belt, a familiar word. It speaks to the thirst within you. What is that, a word? Vermilion, in yellow letters along the length of the twisting cargo belt. Only a deep longing for Wellington golden spirits lets you decipher the fading logo on the local brewery. This is a bad time for a drink, right? Extremely. What kind of rope is this? Industrial strength. The kind used for tying cargo to lorries. Like in a harbor? Yes, looks like they used whatever they was at hand, paying no attention to the incriminating themselves. I'm assuming dock workers from the harbor did it? The brief suggests as much. Political motivation by the ongoing strikes. Did you not get a briefing? No, they might have forgotten to brief me. Then you should ask me the first moment we get. Fuck that, I don't need your information. I should wanted him to stay there. The polyester seems strong. It's not merely polyester, it's steel reinforced. He rises to inspect the noose. See these lines? This is where the wires run. I see a rabbit for more than 20 strands. Rabbits? How did they even get them up there? A noose is one of those things that's easier to use. One way around, he points to the buckle, tying the belt. Oh yeah, they just pulled him up, dude. I think the last way the branch pulled on the belt and buckle closed. He's making a pulling motion. It's what I would do. Seems easier than climbing up there. An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time they intersect a small white star. Is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. The concentration is high around his heart. His corpse is marked by stars. What will mine be marked by? Alcohol and heartbreak. Your fist clenches suddenly. It'll be riddled with disco. The gaze creeping on to the tattoo. Already most of the canvas that's holding it has darkened. Now it's disintegrated slowly, letting out a stink. Am I having my psychopathic tendencies now, like his tattoos on his fucking upper chest is like a fucking map of the night sky? Map of the stars, he turns around to breathe before inspecting it closer. I do see some similarity to astronomical charts. Great Century Messiania, maybe. But it seems more particular, customized somehow. I agree, a sudden ring fills the air as the lieutenant pulls down the zipper of his orange jacket. Wait, am I actually pointing the flashlight on him? Is that coded in? Take a thin piece of milled aluminum from his coat pocket and pulls it open. Sounds like a sword being unsheathed. A small lens appears. Some sort of camera. Let the lieutenant work. Shit, Kuno, what the fuck is that? On instant color camera, he produces two metal clamped ampoules and clicks them into place on the side of the apparatus. A A thin slot shines there. This is the first time he openly acknowledged the kid's existence. I have only 2 ampules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one. He points the camera at the corpse, peering into the lens. Peering into it. The lens needs adjusting. Then... Ow! A sound, a shrill flash, followed by the breaking of small ampules of glass. You see streams of color pour onto the thick, glossy piece of paper, rolling out. On it, a color-perfect copy of the dead man's tattooed chest, in case we need it. The lieutenant says and shakes the paper, letting it dry in the cold wind. Cool machine. Yes, he slides the camera close and tucks it away in his belt. It's pretty cool, isn't it? It's pretty Are you being ironic? It contains insight to the victim's person. By his build, I'd say that this was a man of physical violence. The story he wanted his body to tell was important to him. It is his letter to us. Someone should decipher it. We need to show it around. Wait, do you think the big racist can tell? There might be something like that. Can I have it? It should look... I should look at it later without this corpse smell. Sure, just don't lose it. He hands you the piece of rolled up photo paper. It's no longer than a pack of cigarettes. Look him in the eyes. His eyes are milky white and blind to the world, protruding comically from their sockets. There's no one home, just subaquatic terrors there. Dark brown hairs on his head. His face is ready to explode from organic processes inside. The death's head grin has passed. What remains is an unrecognizable mess. Tell me, who are you, dead man? I'm gone. Where have you gone? Into wild pale yonder. Where is that? In the past, way out in the west. I can see you're gone, but who are you? I'm a joke, look at me. There's nothing funny about you. There's nothing funny about jokes either. Yes, there is. Who were you when you were alive? A killer, a motherfucker, and a killer. Takes one to know one. Half-light, fuck you! I have another question for you. What is happening? What do you mean? I'm talking to you. It's the power of your black frothy liquid start bubbling on his lip. Imagination. Yeah man, don't be crazy. The horrific necktie talking to me. Yeah man, don't be crazy. Inanimate objects and dead people can't really talk to you. Your wild imagination is doing this. Ask some more of those questions you love so much. I love how my neckties talking shit about me. Fuck you, fucking talking to corpses. Why do I love questions so much? Because you're a copperoni. Look at all of them go. You want more questions? Give me a comical amount of questions. Who killed you? Love did me in, brother. Brother Copo. It was love all along. Is my name Roni? Fuck no, you know Roni. Wait, can I pick a name? I haven't picked a name yet, have I? I swear to God, you can probably pick a game halfway into the game if you want to. I'm not gonna pick a name yet. Between you and me, your name is probably Harry. Could it really be Harry? Why were you feeling pleasure when you died? Maybe I was getting my rocks off. First, do you have to speak like that? What dialect is that anyway? It's a mishmash. Copoblo. You think I'm Messeninan, don't you? For you, this is how I speak. From Messina speak like. This is how people from Messina speak like. Are you from Messina? No, my hair is too light. Too light a shade of brown. My eyes are too. Trust your inner races. Jesus Christ, this fucking... It's like I would go down to Denmark and start looking at a thing and claiming to be Swedish, and I start trusting my inner racist because his hair isn't blonde or his eyes aren't blue enough. And he doesn't bork, he fucking he slaughters too much. Can I move the torch around? No, I can't! Oh, that would be fun. I always trust my inner racist. He shows me the score. Yeah, well, he seems to think I'm also racist since I have tattoos and military body build. It's called profiling. I forgot about it, sorry. Wait, so you were feeling sexually aroused when they were hanging you? Do I look like an erotic auto-asphyxication type to you? No. Can you ask me a question? Sure, Lower, I can ask you a question. Why are you doing this? What? Looking at my face, motionless. Looking into my eyes, standing there, here. Why are you investigating my murder? Because I don't have anything else to do. This case is all I have. I am all you have? Then you truly lost it all, brother. You let the world drag it all away from you. And what it left, you pissed away. And here we are. I hate you just thinking you're boring. Do I remind you of someone? You don't remind me of anyone. Sure I do. You just don't want to admit it. Why do I feel like I've forgotten something terrible? Because you have. Fuck you. The Hanged Man. As you narrow your eyes, the monster before you blurs into a violent mess of green and pink. I'm squinting, Kim. Why am I doing it? How would I know why you're squinting, officer? Squint harder. Oh, he snorts. You're trying to assess the avidity. Relax your eyes. The monster comes back into focus. An explosion of color, coursing with dark marble veins. His stomach appears pregnant with something. Black liquid streams down his thigh and onto his boot. So what do you think? Think he's dead? He's beaten up. See the bruises? I do. Most of them are post-mortem. Maybe even all of them. The delinquents have made our job harder with their little sport. Stop talking in riddle, coin slot. Wait, is he being racist? Is Kuno being racist? I realized that really quickly. Is that my inner racist? Am I having a fucking episode? Get the joke too quickly? Oh, I thought it was a slang for his eyes. Oh my god, no! Cover, no, something's coming out of him. A pool of blood and feces has eaten into the frozen mud below the man's feet. Purge liquid is dripping into it, drop by drop. The victim appears to have contained no more than half a kilogram of digestion at the time of death. The fuck is he saying? He's the F word is talking about shit. Goddamn right I'm an F word around in jail. Yell. Malicious laughter erupts in the yard. Sounds like seagulls. Pig said he's an F word. The lieutenant's face is made of stone. I don't know what to think. What do you think? I think he was upright immediately after that. Blood has gathered in his hand and his feet, and his neck it points to his fattened chin. The noose acted like a tunic, keeping the blood in his head. The hypostasis here is attuned with a hanging. That's what I'm thinking. Yep, seems like a lynching to me. Everything here seems to corroborate that assumption, but we still have to get him down before assessing probable cause of death. Well, I think he's dead. I agree. There are crow feet in his eyes. He's laughing silently. Totally. Dead, 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 dead. Dabba doop doop dead, he says without a hint of melody. Not one muscle in his face moves. Oh my god, beautiful writing. Oh, it's another Happy New Year? Fuck yeah, dude, fuck yeah! Some part of America probably, whoa! And some part in South America, whoa! And Canada, I guess. Fuck yeah! God damn, what state is it now? Is it fucking, are we getting inwards? Is it Texas soon? Halfway in? It's not in America yet? Okay, so is it Newfoundland? Wait, Brazil? How much does Brazil stick out? Is it coming, does it come way ahead of America? Wait, so Newfoundland or whatever that place is in Canada that has like, is it like 30 minutes there? Because they have like a fucked up time schedule or something. How do we get him down? I have to think. He checks his notes. Are you sure we finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might miss some of these things once he's done. The steel reinforced belt presents a unique challenge. I brought chain cutters, but I don't see a good angle to approach the belt. The cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance. And even if we do, there's a question of cutting it. Maybe we should shoot him down. Yeah! The enthusiasm is unrestrained. Bang, bang time pig, shoot his head off. Just shoot the belt, the buckle will break it. I absolutely will not, officer. That's not how physics work. It will probably cut one thread loose. Yeah, now we're talking. Entertain Kuno with some shit. They'll miss, pigs will miss, Kuno. You take a shot. Let me try it. Lieutenant Pro is furrowed. He appears deep in concentration to notice what you said. Take the shot, Lieutenant. I'll blow his head off. Take it, take the shot. Yeah, take the shot. Couldn't want some of that shit. Silence. With his elbow sharp, the lieutenant unzips his jacket and produces a lightweight firearm. He drops a paper cartridge into the barrel. separates the scoring stick and gives the cartridge 5 tucks. He then steps back and assumes the follow seat position, taking aim. The corner of his eyes twitches and his finger on the trigger. Say nothing. Just going to fucking... The kid's voice is drawn in a shrill blast that echoes off the walls of the surrounding tenements. A cloud of smoke slowly pours in the air as the lieutenant steps back and says to himself, "God damn it." He feels bad about it. About his eyes mostly. Just having bad eyesight probably from a young age. Whatever you do not console him. Fucking idiot. Mule, coupé, asshole. Kuno could have hit it easily, but then Kuno is not some fucking handy capped, is he? But no. I have to say, it's beginning to look unlikely we can get him down without assistance. Maybe we should ask some help from the harbor. I was really hoping we wouldn't. The Union appears to be suspects in this case. It would seem like a dangerous route to go down. Yeah, wait. Let's reconsider. Let's consider the other options first. We could saw the branch. Climb up on the solid branch? Yes, either one of us could do it. We could use the kid's ladder on the side of the tree. I don't trust that ladder. The silence didn't use it. It's rotten and less sturdy than it looks. I don't see any good way of getting up, any good way up there. Yeah. Can I have the gun? I should try. It's bad as it is, us shooting fire almost like punks. He pauses, then shrugs and proceeds to load a pistol at... Go ahead. I'm not stopping you. Just don't lose it. The piece shines in his outstretched hand. You only have one gun. It's the sorriest pair of figures I've ever seen. Feel the weight of the weight first. The cold piece of bakelite and gunmetal is surprisingly light. Your finger fits through the guard, instinctively resting on the trigger. What the fuck are you waiting for? Kuno, tell him to shoot in the mouth. Kuno is silent. Aggression gathers in the air. The trigger feels delicate and ready to break under your finger. Point the gun at the belt. Can I shoot his head off by mistake? You stand with your feet planted firmly on the ground and your left hand supporting your gun arm. Close your left eye first. The field of view narrows. Its branch slowly moves, becoming entirely two-dimensional. The metal bucket glimmers, catching the noon light as the corpse slowly rotates. Point the gun at Kuno's knees. Say shut up. Or what? You're gonna fuck me? Her voice is almost a whisper now. You wanna fuck me, pig? Is that what this is about? Point the gun at Kuno's knees. Do it! F-word! Set me free! You feel as though it would be dangerous to set this creature free to roam about the cosmos. Don't. You feel the lieutenant's hand on your shoulder. Composure, legendary. I can actually shoot her. Ah, shit, don't hit the head. Oh, whoops. You missed the belt, but hit the corpse straight in the chest. Bit of ribcage protrudes from the skin, no blood. On the murky sludge dripped down from his belly. The stink makes your eyes water. Oh, my morale went down. God fucking damn it, are you fucking kidding me? Oh, it's a little birdhouse up here! Oh my god! Start crying, you're sensitive. Is something wrong with your weapon, Lieutenant? It keeps missing. The armatis is a sufficient precise officer. Especially at close range, he takes his sidearm from you and holster it. It's not the gun's fault you can't shoot, it's your pig hands. Pigs don't have hands, they have like fucking hooves or something. They have cloves, I believe, young woman. Idiot. Read a book. Kuno has hands, he displays his little fingers. They are pink. Kuno can shoot that shit down for you. Wait, I can actually do that? No. That's preposterous. I'm not gonna give you the gun, kid. Do you think the kid can do it? The lieutenant does not dignify that with an answer. He snaps the bottom of his halter and says, "We still need to get him down somehow. His tone is growing tired now. The stench makes him turn away from the corpse, but how?" The bad way. The way we didn't want us to, he sighs, by asking the harbor for help. They have the tools and the men. If they put him up there, they can take him down. How do we get inside the harbor? From the gates, by negotiating or fighting. I'm unenthusiastic about fighting. Looks around, or we can try to find some secret third path. It's unlikely though. But won't it be dangerous? To ask the suspect for help with the victim's body? To be indebted to Everard Clare? Very much, yes. Which is why I would have preferred us to handle this ourselves. Clearly we can't. Suck my dick, bitches. Let's do it, then. Do you think we can punch at cunt this time? Wait, I have more unlocks.
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really let yourself go.
It's still formidable.
We still need to get into the harbor. We need help with the tree situation.
Hang on, I'm not gonna waste my points on that. So I'm changing clothes. I don't have any clothes though. Okay, let me talk to you.
Yes?
Was there anything about it? I can't remember a single thing. Oh yes, the case brief you missed. Now I remember. He opened his notes. Brief, yes, it sounds good. You don't have to... 3 days ago, the RCM emergency desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said that it was a dead body behind the Whirling Rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver has been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate. During that time, the victim had been stripped of its belongings. The caller did not identify him. Would use the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistic company Wild Pines. I was told we should approach that as a part of this dispute. I don't know anything about the caller. Didn't identify themselves in any way. The tone was muffled using devices of some sort. The desk could identify the caller, neither the caller's age or nor sex. Strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what is seen as a union matter. The dock workers union is the de facto police in Martinez. Now it appears that they have started executing too. We cannot allow that. Okay, well, we're police officers and our job is to find a killer, so that's what we intend to do. Yeah, Shadowwood is for Crusader Kings. Hey dude, can we get access up here?
I guess getting past the man ain't that simple after all.
We're looking for an assistance with
what
a
now?
dead body situation. The body still hanging in the tree. He rubs his chin as pondering his core beliefs. Aye, that's a rough pickle. Can't help you with that, sorry. I'm not really an admirer of dead bodies. Might be someone else from the Union that can render assistance, he shrugs. Does it mean you can let me through the gate? I don't operate in that capacity. I'm not a granter of passage. He takes a swig and points up to the stairs with his flask. The passage grants itself. That simple, just walk in? Aye. Walk past, measure head and go in. Measure head, I think I met him. Yeah, the 2.5 meter tall semi-supremacist up there. He points to the bridge above the gates. Walk right past him. What? You press the button and unlock the door. Aha. Then go past him again. Don't worry, I'm sure it's not completely impossible. For example, you could best measure meant in a physical confrontation. Or you could convert his semi-supremacist worldview, or civic his moustache. Maybe it actually is completely impossible. Has any of the scabs started converting to his worldview? Has anyone ever bettered him in physical confrontation? Not yet, no. He fixes his eyes on you, evaluating your prowess. He's incredibly strong. Something a couple of solid hooks from Dexter or Sinister won't fix. I can do drugs to beat his ass? Hey babe, have any drugs?
Welcome to Fripp. Feel free to look around or something. Everything is out on the shelves.
Before we go, what is this Frit tea?
I don't know. Fripp?
What is
A
Frit?
7 to 11 grocery store.
Was it written with 3 T's?
I think they think that the extra T makes it funkier. It doesn't.
Okay. Well, what do you have the drugs for sale here? Excuse me, I have the tar bag but no tar. Can I still use the tar machine? No. Doesn't even bother looking up for a magazine. You need tar to use the tar machine. Is this food? Oh, this drugs perhaps? Croissants! What is what? The girl leans over the counter to see what you're referring to. Oh, it's a raincoat? Do I have any money? Sant buys these pharmaceuticals. A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays and blister packs. They all bear the St. Barist Pharmaceutics logo. Oral. That's just healings. What's the time here, by the way? It's almost 6 in the morning, Jesus. I wanna get that corpse down though.
Right to work!
I could try to click the button and sneak by, I guess. Wait, do you think I can take a look over here again? Hang on, I'm just gonna do a really stupid move. Have Kim talk to him and sneak by. Can I actually pick, can I choose Kim and use him? Probably can talk to the Robbaz back here again. I can, good. No, it's locked. But you're actually gonna walk there? Oh, I have the boots. Wait, what stats is this then? Good night, boss. Good luck bringing the body down. Hey, don't worry, man. It's gonna come down. It was like a perception or something, right? It tells you what in the map. Do we have a map? Horseback Monument, Kuno. Water door, is that this? Paint trash? No, water door. Pile of Eternite. I think it's that. Perception, sight. You know what? Fuck it. Let's put one in it. Yeah, you're right. Medium. When we're looking at... come on, you can do it. Yes! Backseat Gaming Award chat. Look, Kim, the door. What is this then? A tool shed? He picks inside. Let's investigate. A silver plate with traces of bone, yellow powder. Be still, my beating heart. It's amphetamine. Sweet amphetamine. The tenant isn't studying the powder in the mirror. He's studying you. Someone's taking narcotics here. Perhaps the police should interfere? I wasn't thinking about taking it, I swear. I was thinking about justice. Someone's taking narcotics here. Perhaps the police should interfere? Perhaps not. He looks at you. This is below our pay grade, detective. However, he points at the ladder in the corner. See that ladder there? It's probably another way into the industrial harbor, no? A secret path the local kids use. A curd pig's head. Looks mummified. What it says, get out of the way or get fucked up. An empty tube of magnesium supplement. Come on boy, let's go. That's my jacket! The door is going to collapse soon. Restoration pillars keep the ruins together. Perfect. How the fuck to get over there? Policeman's cloak, like someone left his trampoline cloak hanging on the railing here. Man down, a trooper has been left behind the enemy lines. A cop's cloak is a cop's cloak. Yes, and it's probably yours. It bears an RCM insignia and you have a habit of being careless with your equipment, he judged the drop. Go for the cloak and jump over the edge. Oh no. Oh. Very fair. Holy wow, that's high. It should be a total mammoth to jump. This is certain death. Can I die from low morale? Tug your tie. Good. Now I can't breathe at all. Stop doing this to me, necktie. You were supposed to be a friend. Alright, Kim, I just keep tugging on your tie. I can't breathe. He shakes you gently by the shoulder. It's okay. You just have a little panic attack. Try breathing as slowly as you can, alright? I think it's working. You can die from losing all morale? Shit. I'm gonna do that fucking jump, dude. What was the jump? I should get a jack. Say very fair. Will they have good say very fair? I have no say very fair. Let's give it a little bit and take a look. Although I'm gonna die. What happens if I die? What the fuck? That was absolute shit. No, I didn't die. Do some drugs. Wait, do we have any? My equipped items are cocking me. Oh shit. My boots. And my pants. Wait, are you telling me I can strip and make the jump? This time it's gonna work. Are you fucking with me? Okay, I don't want to save scum, but we're save scumming. This is the first time I'm save scumming. I'm not gonna fucking sneak by that big boy. So I'll put one into it. You know what, let's just do it completely naked. Fuck yeah. Come on, good roll. Yes! Close your eyes and let your senses take in the world around you. Heal morale. Ankles tingling from tension, blood roaring in your ears. You're ready for your rendezvous with the concrete pavement below. Shivers. Martinez goes about his daily routines as you soar through the air. Loud voices of protesters mixed with the Indian sound from the traffic jam. Waves crash against the pier and dense salty air fills your lungs. He's so on the money. Brattan. Just imagine yourself dual wielding a bottle and a flaming cigarette whilst airborne. With the voyage through the salty air. The concrete floor welcomes you. You realize it's been a while since you felt so alive, alert, capable. You must be adrenaline. I knew you could do it, the lieutenant exclaims. My climbing down might not have been as disco as your jump, but at least we can explore the harbor now. Your feet planted on the concrete, the noise of the harbor rushes back in. Okay, let's try to be a little bit professional now. I look police as fuck with this. Collecting rainwater. There was an empty bottle of Commodore Red, a potent pilsner. At least 3 packs are worth of cigarette butts. Those empty wine bottles and cigarette butts on the ground. Someone partied really hard here. Wait, how hard? Who did it? Did I do this? Well, the lieutenant looks at you and then the bottles. Yes, I think we can say with relative confidence that it was you. Must have been an advanced scouting mission in the harbor. Yes, the lieutenant remarked dryly. This looks pretty advanced, alright. Now let's just move on. This is the Nightman's watch boot. The name of the door reads Renee Arnox. So this is where Renee works. I gotta take a look around. Search the boot. If you must, the lieutenant looks around. Please hurry. We're pretty easy to spot up here. Take the picture. It's a black and white photo of a young couple out in the street fair. The man, Renee, is dressed in a Royal Carabiner uniform. The girl is a young and very pretty. She's smiling playfully at the camera. Renee looks like she's about to smile. This photo must be tied to some good memories. Would you take the picture of Renee? The lieutenant asked, glancing at the photo. I'm gonna ask him about it. You're really interested in that old soldier? He remarked, surprised. Not sure I understand your fascination, but sure, as long as it doesn't take up a whole lot of time. Have a seat to rest. Sure is not asked for as the rest of the boot. A thin grey pillow is attached to the seat. Secured. Just a little something to help you out. Okay, would you mind me if I help myself with some meds? Then shrugs. I'm not here to tell you what to do, detective. Take the painkillers. 3 side effects. Oh boy, where to start? Elevated risk of dementia, mini strokes, prophet disease, sudden death, hair death, rectal malfunction, critical flatulence, watery blood. Watery blood? Black mochas, uncontrollable weeping, increased sensitivity to L-opera, and operal joint disorder, total spinal collapse. Maybe this was a bad idea. Get up. Perfect. Through the rocks. Completely fixed. Doing drugs is good, apparently. All around you, great machineries in quiescence. What's this? There was a control panel with several knobs, 2 buttons marked Allumer and antenna are faded within years. It seems to control a large crane above. The loud grin, the crane shifts overhead, moving a massive metal container through the air. It's fucking loud. And I was surprisingly quite tongue. The crane places the container down. What's inside the container? I could say, all you know is it's special. I think there's something about this container. You do because I don't, why not? Milk containers here. Why fixated on this one? It was hanging from the crane. You just picked one out because you wanted to interact with the cargo container. Open the door. Knock on the door. Okay, well fuck the door then, I guess. Kvalsund. Sund. Multiple for all one says Vermilion. Okay, so that's the shipyard ahead is quite oddly quiet. The great machineries are sleeping. This is like thermos. It smells like burnt coffee. Hi dude! Sings container, container, container.
Container, container, I'll turn you nice and red. Container, container, put the logos on. Container, container, used to be Wilpines. Container, container, now belongs to Everett.
Everett.
Everett, 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 he looks after everyone. Huh? Well, hey there. How can I help you, mister?
The look in his deep blue eyes is as sincere as you ever seen. Kind of make you feel like an asshole for no apparent reason.
I see you're not a union man, mister. Did you get lost? You're not one of them scabs, are you?
What's it with you people and scabs?
I mean, I don't personally mind. Folks is just folks, you know. And folks gotta eat. Just some of the other guys don't look too kindly on the scabbing kind, if you know what I mean, mister.
What are you doing with the containers? Look easy. What's going on here? Look at the mountain of containers rising behind him. Where do we get the good roll on the fucking easy ones? The containers in the yard are green in Wild Pine's livery, and the mountain rising behind Leo is all red in Union colors. This looks like a massive redecorating operation, Kim. Yes, they're hiding it from the inside. All the red containers have the Boris Union logo on them. Has anyone told you why you need to change the covers? No, not really, he shrugs and continues merrily. Miss Ever doesn't tell me all the big things. Says I go and tell them everyone. Tell them to everyone. Thanks, Leo, you've been very helpful. Where's everyone? The arbor's empty. Oh yeah. Most of the guys are down at the gates keeping the scabs from coming in. He leans in with a confidential look. On strike, the whole union is. You don't have to work when you're on strike. We haven't worked for 2 months now. So no one is working? Not everyone is down there, of course, he chuckles. Mr. Everard is in his office, where he always is. And John Luke is guarding the gate. He pauses to think. But Titus and his boys got into some drunken trouble and Everard has sent them on a nice vacation. For a week or so, he stops, but seems eager to tell you more. Those are the people that killed the dude then. What kind of trouble did this Titus and his friends get into? Oh, I'm not supposed to talk about that. That union business, he smiles and leans closer. Him and his boys stirred something up in town, probably drank too much and got into a fight or something. I heard Mr. Ervard telling them to take some time off. Really? Did they kill someone? No, I don't think they killed anyone. The little guy shies away from you. Let's better talk about something else. Titus and his boys do good work. I don't want them to get in trouble over a little drinking. You work here? Yes, everybody needs a job, and this is mine. I'm Leonhard, by the way. Leonhard Balek. But everyone calls me Leo. The little man raises his hands in a welcoming gesture. I like Mr. Everard. Right. I'm like Mr. Everard's right-hand man. When Mr. Edgar is out of town, I'm Mr. Edgar's right-man hand. And when Mr. Everard is away, he chuckles. Actually, Miss Beaufort is the right-hand man, but she's a lady, a good-hearted chuckle again. Who is this Mr. Beaufort? Beaufort? Lieutenant looks up at Leo. A real pretty lady, with skin like those Dukes and Sur. Candy bars with my missus likes so much. They're real nice to suckle on once the dinner is done and me and the missus sit down beside the radio. But I can't listen to the radio all the time. There's too much to do around here, and I'm always busy keeping things running here. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I think you're doing a great job here, Leo. Yes, this place it really seems to run like clockwork. Keep it up, Leo. The lieutenant smiles at the little man. Well, thanks a lot. Coming from you, it means a lot, really. You don't think it was possible, but the smile becomes even wider. Sometimes I feel like some of the guys don't really get how much I bust my ass for them here. But you guys are alright. What's in that container over there? Point to the container suspended from the crane arm. Oh, that one. He looks at the container. That should be empty as far as I know. Lots of containers here have nothing in them. They're just waiting to be loaded up. I'm looking for the leader of the dock workers union. Oh, you want Mr. Everett then? He's an awfully nice fellow, he is. Him and his brother are both nice fellows. They lived their entire lives in this here neighborhood. He coughs, then continues immediately. Guys like Mr. Errard and Edgar is his brother. Really good guys. Made Meritanase, but it is today. Mr. Errard and Mr. Edgar and I went to the same school we did when we were young, when we were boys. Underup Leonard. Had an arithmetic teacher, Miss Bellows. Leo lets out a little chuckle. Her real name was Miss Bellams. She was a real pretty lady, but she got mad. But when she got mad, he started laughing. All the boys liked her, if you know what I mean, mister. He winks at you. Used to sneak in her yard in the dark and peek through windows. One time we saw Miss Bellows with a fellow. Yes we did, mister. He looks for signs of disbelief in your eye. Oh, you don't say anything. He keeps nodding and looking at you with a smile that's too sincere to be clever. Finally, he seems to lose some internal struggles and adds, "Then was naked too." That's all I got to say about that. Very interesting. Hey, very interesting. Thank you for telling me the whole thing. Thank you. Almost forgot. Mr. Errard is in that container over there. Leo points to his left. I got distracted telling the story, but he's in there. Okay, fine. They live in containers? What a lovely creep, yes. The coffee in the giant thermoses is still lukewarm. A stair made of pallets leading up. Hey dude! A taxidermy fish that tells time. Before you is a walrus of a man, sitting behind a large desk. He looks up from his work, not the least bit surprised to see you. With great effort he straightens himself up in his chair, yet says nothing. He simply stares at you. Let's get straight to business. There's a dead body in a tree.
Welcome, Mr. Dubois, Mr. Kitsuragi. It's good of you two to stop by.
Dubois?
Have a seat.
There's a tiny chair opposite of his giant desk.
I'm Everard Clare, head of the Debargeurs Union here in Martinez.
The man relaxes into his chair and continues.
I'd offer you my hand, but unfortunately my health prevents me from getting up. You understand.
It's extremely comfortable. The tiny folding chair, on the other hand, looks like the torture device.
You go ahead, detective.
Whatever he has in store for me, it can't be good. He thinks I'll do my best. Sure, I'll take a seat.
Excellent, Mr. Dubois. I can see that you're a reasonable man, and reasonable men can be of great use to one another.
Gives me a sly wink. Then the chair's so uncomfortable.
So tell me, how can the head of the Debargeurs Union help a representative of the Revachol Citizens Militia today?
Did the fucking chair hurt my health? The chair you're sitting on has to be the most uncomfortable chair in the world. It's violating your backside.
Oh, by the way, I heard you got a rather rude reception from a certain Lawrence Garte. Some people have no manners. It pains me to say. This should take care of that nonsense.
He points to a giant novelty check on his desk. It's absolutely comically huge.
It should be sufficient to cover your expenses for a few days and patch over your differences with the cafeteria manager. Go ahead, take it.
He points at it again. Yeah, I'm gonna take it. Thank you, Everett. Take the common large check.
Don't mention it. But also don't forget it. I'm just kidding, of course.
You see? It isn't.
Now, I'd like to set your mind at ease about one other matter. Your lost gun. Let me assure you, Union people are on it as we speak. I've got my best hounds looking for that lost gun.
He knows about it.
Lost gun, lost gun.
Lips move, but all you hear is an echo. Lost gun, lost gun, lost gun, lost gun, lost gun, lost gun. Damage morale. I would appreciate any help you could provide.
Are you all right, Harry? You seem anxious. Well, don't be. Everything's going to be all right.
It's not like you left it loaded. You didn't lose a loaded gun. Local children aren't out there playing with it right now, pointing it into their own mouths. It's in a safe place. I just know it. I have a feeling everything's going to be all right.
Composure challenging, don't panic. Oh shit. Just stay cool, I'm not about to cry.
Mr. Dubois, you don't look so good.
What is this Mr. Dubois? He keeps repeating. Some Harry Dubois. The boys. What is trying to pull here? I need to cool the fuck down. Chill.
Mr. Dubois! Mr. Dubois! Harry!
Keep sliding in the shower like a yellow shot. While Everett is distracted by your old behavior, the lieutenant's eyes are mapping everything around you. They fold the desk papers on the wall.
Mr. Dubois, are you okay? Can I get you a glass of water or something? Are you having some kind of medical emergency?
Oh yeah, man, I'm fucking great. No, man, I'm good as it gets, Mr. Du Bois. Vaguely gesture with your hands above your head. Actually, this chair is uncomfortable. I could use a glass of water.
What an odd demonstration of... Huh? You got me, Harry. I don't even know what. As entertaining as it was, I'm afraid we're wasting our time, and I'm an extremely busy man, as I'm sure you are too.
Okay, enough. We are here to ask you some questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
Quick, here's your window. Get yourself together and ask him questions. Police officer questions. Could you help me with a dead body? We've noticed this one hanging in the tree behind the hostel cafeteria. Oh my, he smiles pleasantly. Don't take this question personally, but why would I get involved in this matter? There's a cloud. A man was hanged with a cargo belt, a steel reinforced cargo belt. It's safe to assume then it has something to do with the murder. Besides, getting the body down would benefit all of us. It's a stain on the neighborhood. I can certainly see how having him up might start affecting some real estate values. He licks his fat lips and smiles. But of course, all joking aside, I'm going to help you. He picks up the headset of a radio, phone to his right, and clicks a button. John Luke, my boy, I'm sending 2 police officers down. They have a dead body in a tree problem they need help with. Namely, they need it to be taken down. And John, please take it easy with the race science. That's a yes to getting the body down. No to the race science. He hangs up and turns back to you. You can find Jean locked down at the gates. He turns back at you. He's a big impressive one. You know, tattoos, muscle, ethnic looking. Can't miss him, great guy. I want to talk about the hanging. Of course! That's your main thing here. That's why you're in Martinez, he nods. I know everything that goes around here, and I know and I would love to help you, like I'm helping you with the body. I mean, it's no secret that the lynching is connected to the strike. So much to talk about. Honestly, it's been weighing on me heavily. I understand you need to interview me. But there's a thing that's been keeping me up at night. I want to talk about the hanging. I mean, if we could just calmly talk, exchange information, we could blow this thing wide open. Yes, it sounds good, the lieutenant says with a slow nod. Let's do that. But I can't think straight with this thing weighing on me. Suddenly, he slaps himself on the forehead. You're police officers, aren't you? I have a crazy idea. You guys are basically door opening machines, incredibly talented at opening doors. Is it true? Are we door opening machines? Oh sure, I understand. He looks at the union boss. If you're asking us to break down someone's door, it's not going to happen. Come now! I just need you to go open a little door for me and leave it unlocked. A simple thing, absolutely nothing shady about it. Sure. No, wait. Why don't you just open it yourself? Harry, I'm a very busy man and I'm very important, and more importantly, I don't have the extraordinary physique you do. Slam his fists together. You look like you could run around all day. You want to send someone a message that the police are working for you. I repeat, I'm very, very busy man, Mr. Kitsuragi, and therefore I must occasionally enlist outside help. He turns back to you. So what will it be, Harry? Whose door is it? Oh, no one's. It's just a weasel. A weasel lived there. Nothing for you to worry about. What do you mean by weasel? Loud blabbering weasel. When weasels feel no one is watching, they start acting foolishly. He removes his glasses and rubs his nose. Just go there and lock the door and leave it open. It's been such a burden on me, Harry. I just want this to be over, so I can discuss business with you. He puts his glasses back on. Damn it, fine, I'll look into it. We need to talk about that murder. Fantastic, my friend. Just let me know when it's done, and we can take our friendship to the next level, he flicks with his fingers. You can get the key from Manana. He's down by the gates. Manana's like a free agent in the Union. Special operations, hardened socialist. A real free thinker too. He tells you precisely where the door is. He smiles, obviously satisfied with how well he planned it all out. One last thing, Harry. Just open the door. You don't need to go in or anything. I just want that weasel to come home and see the unlocked door. We're going in and stealing everything. I met Joyce, the company representative. Oh, that's very nice. I haven't gotten around to her yet. I'm very, very busy, you see. He adjusts a button on his sleeve. I hope you're getting along. One thing I want to make very clear, Harry, is that it's not some kind of union versus corporation situation. Everyone is just pals here. Just pals? We're trying to do what's best for Baron Martinez here. His smiles widen. Don't feel like you can't cooperate with her, because you and I are such good friends, and I am helping you get that nasty body down from the tree. Another jealous guy. Whoa, so nice of him, suspiciously nice. Okay, let's talk about something else. Of course, Harry. Let me just assure you one more time. It's perfectly okay to share anything we discuss here with this Joyce. This is it's a completely transparent organization. I have no interest in what she is doing, but I myself has nothing to hide. Your business is your business and I respect your privacy. Just remember, none of this. He makes an all-compromising gesture is a secret. Why the fuck is he talking like this? Joyce says everything is a secret and this guy says nothing is a secret. Tell her all of it. My brother's pictures, my singing swordfish clock. He looks around, tell her how overweight I am and how I'm helping you find your lost gun. Tell her about everything. Everard doesn't mind. There's gonna be a remastered version of this year. This year. Holy shit. Well, it depends if you're in New York. Oh wait, it's almost New York New Year. That's the one that matters, right? And Washington. Fuck yeah. Here we go. America is having a new year. This is the official new year now. The center of the universe is about to have their first new year. God bless America. The Statue of Liberty is gonna have fireworks around her. Someone's gonna blow up an RV somewhere. It's gonna be great. Yeah, but Washington is the capital of the world. If it's New Year in the capital of the world, it's New Year everywhere. Fuck yeah, hang on. Oh, 1 minute left. 15 seconds. Oh my god, this is the biggest moment. True New Year is beginning. This is it. Yeah, it's... Oh, there we go. Happy New Year, America. Fuck yes. It's an American New Year. 2021. 2020 Season 2. Episode 1. Trump exit camps the White House. Let's see how this turns out. It's gonna be great. Raise the fucking roof. Raise the roof. Do we have to burn Trump in our Sims playthrough? I was promised to burn whoever lost. Yeah, Trump is president on the 6th, I believe. Still in 2020 here. I'm so sorry. I was about to say Australian, so I'm pretty sure Australians and New Zealanders and Japanese and Koreans and fuckers got fucking New Year first, right? Everyone's getting a New Year and Norway is getting a landslide. You call me Du Bois, why? Of course, let us dispatch with formalities. You call me Everard, I'll call you Harry. That's what the hanged corpse called you. That's what the hanged corpse called you, Harry. So that's really my name? My god, so it's true, you didn't want to believe it, but you're fantastics. But you're a fantastic science fiction amnesiac cop, aren't you? He shrugs with an amazed expression. What are the odds of that? I think the odds of that, he looks at you, are very low. Oh, maybe just fine, I'm just testing you. Oh, so good to hear that, Harry. Apparently my sources were wrong. He pats the brown folder in front of him. However, if you did have spots of memory trouble, I could help you out with my big fat folder. I heard you tell me you got on a hold of some of our documents. The lieutenant inspects Everard over his spectacles. Mr. Kitsuragi, would you mind his eyes never leaves yours? Me and Harry are talking about lost identity right now. Come on! Oh my god, am I failing at everything I do? I got nothing to hide. Oh, Harry peeks into the folder, as if it's hard to turn away from the mystery inside. As if it's hard to turn away from the mystery inside. Oh wow, this is really something. It's not that bad. The lieutenant whispers. At the worst, he have an old RCM folder, and I very much doubt even that. I can ask him questions about myself. Let's talk about other matters for a moment. We shouldn't ask too much of this dude, I don't trust him. We're done. Wait, he leans, reaches into his drawer and pulls out a plastic card. You need us to get in and out through the gate. Great. Wouldn't want to get stuck in here. Thanks. I was wondering how I was supposed to get out. Here, you're one of us now. A real red and white Union man. Take care, Harry. Can I go back here? No, walk out! Oh, that's the way out. Oh, okay. Dude, chat, fucking Happy New Year in the Americas. Congratulations, it's 2021. Year of vaccines, 5G, internet censorship, and a lot of other great things. Come on, get going. How will the government and corporation fuck us over this year? We'll see. It's gonna be interesting. Only I can save you. Chat, listen here. I would literally fucking, you know, steal your fucking 3090s and shit. Don't let me inside your homes. Doctor in the potters look almost sentient. You know, I'm gonna steal some drugs from your apartment too. Is that okay? Oh, sweet. What's this? A mega clock? An imposing combination of a punch clock and payphone is looking down at you from the wall. A note on the side says token available to the strike. Use change. The radio is emitting strange buzzing sounds. Every worker's member of the board is written on top of the flyers. This is a Dewey typewriter. The model names is on the back. No one here has a 3090 to steal. I think no one here is dumb enough to buy one. Well, except for me, that's the joke. That's the fucking joke. You don't have to fucking rub it in. I have to talk to the dude as well. Spriten räddar folk från sporten, tja, woho. Spriten räddar folk från sporten idag. Is even any Swedish people awake?
Your race descent has only worsened since I last
Never
saw
told me you help
have
us get the body
really
down
let
from the tree.
yourself go.
Look. Black racist. What a weird thing to say. Come, help me. So it was you. You surmounted the harbor wall in this play of athletic prowess to reach my superior. Then had him give me an order. I salute your cunning, and I will remove the body from the tree with my bare hands. You're so noble, Measurehead. But while I'm gone, someone must stand guard on the bridge, and then someone needs to be you. He turns to the lieutenant, both of you. That would mean you're openly showing the people that you're taking the Union's side. Then what if we don't want to do that? This is an uncomfortable result of not taking it down ourselves. I can live with the compromise. Okay then. So, you guys hanging around here all the time? The woman's gaze follows Measurehead as he leaves. There's you. So you guys are like cops or something? We're just trying to keep things from going to shit. Have you ever thought that maybe... Have you ever thought that maybe things should go to shit? The woman swirls his hair. I'm Katya, by the way. You hear that? The lieutenant looks towards the yard. That sound. He's breaking something. Yeah, you can look. Must be ready to tear it up over there. I wish I could see it. I don't want. I've seen enough of that dead body already. Look at you, RCM rent-a-cops. A loud voice booms in from below, guarding that bridge like Everett's lapdogs. Is this where it's at now? The RCM is for sale. This dude is definitely working for the Union. And who are you, the Lieutenant Firebags? What's your business here? Why are your clothes 4 sizes too small for you? I'll look where I want. Perception hearing. A shrill of laughter interrupts you. Echo across Martinines. It's Shuna. Then the man turns to look behind him at the behemoth appearing around the corner, approaching him, walking past him. The corpse has been removed from the tree. He brushes the wooden flakes off his hand. Stand down and congratulate yourself. You have sided with race victory today. Thank you for your cooperation, Measurehead. Farewell, ham sandwich. You're a Union man from now on. I can still subscribe to his advanced race theory. Let's inspect the corpse and be done for the day. Theories of thought you can use. I don't want to fucking learn it. Oh wait, you have to learn the thought as well? That's a corpse. Hangman, the corpse lies on the ground, among the remains of an absolutely demolished pinewood branch. It's gently laid on the side. Beautiful, wipe a tear from your eye. Mr. Measure has done a good job, the lieutenant nods approvingly. Nothing is too broken or compromised. The victim is ready for a field autopsy. I was supposed to sing karaoke at this time. Yes, he covers his nose and lists. 1 investigation of the scene, 2 initial examination of the victim, 3 field autopsy, 4 transportation of the body to the morgue. We are number 3. What the fuck are they on about? Girl's gonna cut this shit up. There was someone else to cut his shit up open. It's not about cutting, he squints at the corpse, and no, you and I are detectives. The honorary rank of detectives signifies our abilities to handle the entire incident chain, from autopsy to cleanup to social work. Yes, I feel like a detective. You are. Your station would not have assigned you on this case if you weren't. Now, Lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath. Tell me something, dead man. Oh wait, I can actually talk to him again? Oh, we decided to leave it to processing, the lieutenant shakes his head. Let's not turn this into some kind of circus. Tell him to remove the wounds again. Okay, shit. Come on, officer, he pulls out a pair of latex gloves. You know what a field autopsy is. You've done it 100 times. Do you have another pair of gloves? Unfortunately, no. I have the gardening gloves, maybe they are enough. They're better than nothing, the lieutenant looks at the gloves. Tell you what, I perform the anatomical side of things while you will take notes. Okay, where should I take these notes? In your paperwork, officer. Just fill out the autopsy field form. His eyes already expecting the answer. You're not gonna believe this. I think I lost my paperwork. Well, we only have 1 paperwork too. Officer, what haven't you lost? It's not my disco trousers. I haven't lost this satin shirt. My shoes have both of them. I found the other one too. Good, otherwise you would only have 1 shoe. Now he looks at his notebook. I can give you my paperwork. There's an autopsy form there. Several actually, but only if it helps move this thing along. I'm sorry, I lost everything. Yes, well, the lieutenant doesn't know what to say. It's okay to cry. Runkari. That works of yours for now. Right. The autopsy form is near the end. He hands you his notebook and his pen. Open the notebook and the field autopsy form. Take a peek at his notes. You find a moment as the lieutenant inspects the dead man's fingernails. Just a few glances. The pages are filled with a bulky freehand, nearly illegible. Something about you. Maybe you imagine it, but there are some remarks in there, and they are not all negative. You refer to as the 41st station, 41st by your station number, and back to something else. Here it is. The dead man stares in silence as you crack open the ledger. This bright red paper is covered in boxes and lists describing the condition of his skin and organs in 3 parts. Above those, an 11 field info form needs filling out first. It begins with assistant, that's you, right? Harry Du Bois. The corpse is indifferent from your scribblings, just lies there. The next box says coroner case number Oh shit. Next, name. Not available. Next, date of birth. Not available. Age. Lieutenant corrects his glasses. Roughly 50. The corpse looks ageless. Like meat on a hook. Race. Mondial. The pudgy mess of cuddled meat looks neither mondial nor anything other. Sex. Fucky fucky, the little monster exclaims energetically. Male. Pig's gonna have sex? Right, fucky fucky. Pig's gonna have sex. Right, male. Notice it look male. With his pregnant belly and indistinguishable face. Date of death? We're still going with Mars 4th, 51. What else? He looks over your shoulder. 9. Body identified by non-applicable. 10. Case number is the same as the coroner case. Errors of treatment? None. At least none after the initial examination. What exactly is his treatment anyway? Interfering with the body's position or wounds post-mortem. How did you not know that? Aren't you a cop? You're leaving weak impressions here. Say something sure-handed. Agreed, no treatment. A silent nod. The lieutenant places his gloved hand on the corpse's chest, as if in preparation. Your central nervous system recognizes this gesture. It's the station of Brett. Ecclesiastic, religious in nature, a holdout from the pre-Dolorian burial rites. It takes him 2 seconds to perform, then... somewhere in Jamrock North, a small wood shed behind Rosenkrantz Row, Lieutenant Nick Furbach puts his hand on the chest of a small corpse no larger than a monkey. It's raining outside, light drizzle. There's a darkness in the shed. Everywhere elsewhere yet, an obese female sits in a wicker chair. Her silhouette ball-like against the window. Outside Grand Corton, the day is turning dim for Sergeant McTornson. Hand extended, he approaches to make sure she is dead. More than anything else. The building is tall, 7 stories wide, wrapped in solitude. Most of the apartments are unoccupied. This was a suicide. The other was an accident, the small one. And so all across Yamrock's Coal City GRIH, 42 deceased person found today, 42 stations of Brett. Dude, why do I have to fucking read a novel? If you started with postmortem, turn the page. The corpse cannot feel Kim's hand on his chest. It's no longer meaningful. It's no longer meaningful interacts with its surrounding. A ticket of boxes and lists on red copy paper. Try to answer why. External examination. Clothes to begin. The deceased wear armored boots and white briefs. The make of the briefs are barbordine, I think. Let's see. Turns the body to the side to check the underwear's label. See, it's happening! Barbordine, yes. Inexpensive, size M. Color white. Disappointment is palpable. The red-haired thing was expecting something more lurid. The boots are ceramic. Virtuous enamel. Anime. They fuse the skin from the blood flowing downwards post-mortem. Removal of the boots is left for processing. When am I gonna get them? Tattoo as he stands up, feet planted on either side of the body. The upper torso is covered in a single continuous tattoo resembling a map of the night sky. It reaches from the right shoulder to the heart. The ink is blue and white. The assistant has a color photograph of the markings to be added to the case files as document A1. The photo is taken on the scene using a Trigot Mini. The deceased has a cargo lashing belt around his neck, tied with a hangman's knot. Color yellow, length 3 meters. There's a buckle on the other end. He produced a measuring tape. A well-nourished, athletic build measuring 180 meters. 180 fucking man! Generally consistent with age about 50. Preservation is good. Ambient temperatures below freezing. Body hair is light brown. Distribution is consistent with age. He kneels in to get a better look. Deceased had male pattern baldness. Hair is compact, short. Write down short, light brown, male pattern baldness. Lividity is consistent with hanging. The head is congested. Contortions are present on the head, chest and thighs. Consistency with stones thrown post-mortem. Low velocity. Fucking low velocity, the kid explodes. Think Kuno doesn't know what you're talking about? Velocity was fucking max! Talk shit about Kuno's velocity? The lieutenant pays no heed. Additions, there are bite marks on the face, scalp and chest consistent with predation. Write down, but amend for high velocity. Ligature mark. The lieutenant produced a small folding knife with the other hand pulling on the belt. He starts cutting into the polyester. The stench is horrid. After a while, it's obvious that the material cannot be cut. The steel wiring, he concedes, breathless. There's too much of it. We need to remove the belt so we can get to the ligature mark. Oh yeah, I'm prepared. Pet the chain cutter. The hanged man lets out a joyous little bubble of rot from his nose. Good thing these chain cutter... good things we got these chain cutters. Pull the rubber... out the rubber gripped cutters. Always good to think ahead now. Now he points to the rope squeezing the dead man's neck. We need to cut the belt to see the ligature mark below, carefully with as much precision as you can. See, my pig is gonna fuck his head off. No he ain't, Silux plays. Your pig is a boring fuck. Look for a good spot to cut. Okay, here we go. Oh shit. Jam the colors right under the knot. Seems like a nice idea, yeah, somewhere there. Already buried deep in the man's flesh. You rotate them to get a better hold of them. Fuckity fuck! Lieutenant looks by, somewhat worried, as you summon powers of word to your aid. Enough, cut some! Yeah, fuck him, fuck that corpse fucking time. Told you my pig was hardcore. He steps in and takes the chain cutters from you. I should have a go before I think I have a strategy. Let them work. He sinks the cutter into the knot, preparing to perform the cuts with his elbow to his knee for precision. Yes, that's much better to form than new hand. Snap! The knot is slashed. Another cut and the belt falls apart like a flower bouquet, revealing the dead man's neck and the dark red ligature mark around it. Here, he hands you the chain cutters back. then kneels closer to the body, running his finger along the dark red grove until he comes to a gap. The rope rises to a point, he says, leaving a gap in the ligature mark. The suspension point is in the back of the neck, on the nape. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if critical failure cut his head off with chain cutters. It's not gonna happen. I mean, you can't fail that hard. As it out though, as it ought to. This is where its grip on the curled meat is gentlest, pulling up. Hemorrhaging is observed on the skin above and below the ligature mark. The mark is well pronounced, consisting with a drop from 1 or 1.5 meter. Chest is intact, he presses down on it. Normal contour, abdomen is protuberant, pelvis intact, genitalia, he pulled down the man's pants. Coulda, now it's gonna happen, see? I fucking knew it. This is clearly what they've been waiting for, ever since the autopsy began. The lieutenant is trying to make it as boring as possible. Genitalia is male and unremarkable, no evidence of injury. Inspect the genitalia. Dead man's penis is average sized. Congested from the downward collection of blood, the testicles are uneven in length, hanging underneath. The genitalia is greenish, marbling is present around the crotch. Touch it. Doesn't feel anything. Just cold flesh on your finger, unremarkable, unalive. My pig is so fucking ill right now. His voice swells with pride. Yeah, your pig is pretty sick, I gotta say. This wasn't necessary. What's going on here? Why are you doing that? It's an experiment to see what happens. The lieutenant is unaware of what's happening in your head, and why you're touching it. He merely expressed you to write down his notes on the man's genitalia so you can move on. Does it look like he was enjoying his moment of death? Write it down and move on. Lieutenant looks relieved. Back is symmetrical and intact. Upper and lower extremities are intact, but asymmetrical. It's an old combat injury on the right hand, thigh and hip. Bullets has bitten little pieces out of him. It must have been excruciating, especially the hip. Before you is a temper of pain that knew little tenderness in life. In addition, I see a small residual scars, too numerous to count, covering about 30% of his skin. This was body of a soldier, a mercenary. He nods. We have a real museum here, of battles, wars. Last item, hands. He takes the man's right hand in his, inspecting it, then moves on to the other hand. The fucking lieutenant worker alone. Hands are clean, he inspects the wrist. No sign of recent struggle. Whoa! He turns to the side to breathe. It's not enough. He buries his face in his sleeve of his jacket. Your muffled voice. That's all for externals. Well done. What's next? Internal examination. Central nervous system, he says, and then concludes abruptly, I have nothing. Do you have anything to say about this man's central nervous system? You don't even have a joke. Nope. Musculoskeletal. Purge fluid is coming out from the mouth. He's getting close to the swollen mouth hole, eyes squinting from the fumes. Not injury related. Eyes and tongues protuberant. Hyoid bone. Let's see. With his eyes almost closed, the lieutenant puts his hand on the dead man's throat and begins to massage it gently. A rotten smell erupts from the mouth. Purging fluid runs down the lips, black and vicious. Yeah, yank that fucker off. The hyoid bone is fractured, he says after a while. The rest of the muscular skeletal system is intact, unremarkable. Back hunched as if in prayer, he begins to pry open the dead man's jaw. respiratory system, he stops, exerting more force. Both hands are used. Oral cavity shows no lesions. The victim has received dental implants, possibly after a combat wound. Mouth swollen, hemorrhaging present in the mucus of the lips and mouth. From here it looks as though the clown-faced man is screaming. The tendons of his jaw are torn apart. Hide ripped from the force of the lieutenant's hands. A look inside the dead man's mouth. No scream, no sign of relief rises from the darkness inside. It's humid there. Sickly sweet air, unlike anything living. You feel like you're about to throw up again. Straight in that mouth of his. No, you don't. You can keep it in. You can keep anything in. Look deeper inside. You manage to suppress the contradictions trying to emptying your stomach. All it takes is concentration. Through it you see nothing but darkness, more meat and darkness. There are ancient mysteries down there, Kobo asks me later. The lieutenant lets go of the jaw. The mouth snaps shut before you. Hemorrhaging present in mucus, he repeats impatiently. He wipes his brow. Hepatobarly not available. Same for toxicology and serology. Cardiovascular. The body exhibits heavy lividity. Blood has gathered in the hands, feet, and neck. Hypostasis is visual, consistent with hanging. Gastrointestinal. He reads a signs of approaching relief. This is the last field on the list. He looks around on the ground and the pool of feces there. He then touches the corpse bloated lower abdomen briefly and says, digested semi-solid food in stomach. Voila. Keep the voila. What's next on the list? Description of injuries. Summary. What about the injuries we have inflicted? Oh, he looks incredulous, so we inflicted them? Okay, I have inflicted them. Okay, so there's a spin-stabilized munition from my KGA 990 muzzle loader lodged in his lung. And an incision on the thorax from a chain cutter. There's a pause. I wouldn't mention those. Better not muddy the waters. I agree, the waters are muddy enough. See, the pigs are fucking corrupt. The boy nods approvingly. Why don't you fuck them if you love them so much? Bite marks. He nods head, chest, and scalp bite in mark injuries. Predatory birds has caused damage to the body. Odontologist does not need to be consulted. Is that bird people? And your opinion, officer? Beneath the description there are 2 boxes waiting to be ticked. I could say that birds bit him to death. I'm gonna do that. Well, injury by seagulls. This man was for seagulls. No, it's not murdered by seagulls. Okay, it's another fatal injury then. Yes it is. Expecting for you to finish a sentence. Non-fatal post-mortem. That's right, what's next? Contusions. So the scalp bleeds from a post-mortem head injury, a stone. The injury does not have a rim of an early inflammatory response, and preparatory on the scene has confessed to causing it post-mortem at maximum velocity. Fucko! Has confessed to causing it at maximum velocity. Correlated blood sticks to his scalp and chest, where the countless stones have hit the head. They hit the dead man. Beneath the description of injuries, 2 boxes. Non-fatal post-mortem. Right next. Ligature mark. Finished autopsy. A dark red abraded ligature mark encircling the neck with a gap on the nape measuring, let's say, 7 centimeters. The hyoid bone is fractured. The cervical column intact. I see hemorrhaging on the skin above and below the ligature mark. Depth of the mark 1 centimeter. No signs of clawing on the neck. Below the note, 2 customary boxes waits to be ticked. The man heads jerks to the side, awaiting your judgment. The ring is around his neck. The ring around his neck is visible. I would say this is fatal injury. That's it. He cracks an uneasy smile. We established the cause of death. It's not much, and it leaves much to be questioned, but it's a start. Nice, what now? Now he pockets it. Now we put him in a body bag and drive him to Vods for processing. The lieutenant looks at the dead man one more time, then at his notebooks, then at the corpse again. Cock. Look in his pants again. The genitalia in his breeches continues to be unworthy. You see the penis of a dead man. You've seen it once, you already got the picture. Maybe if I touch it again. There's no need, we have been thorough with the genitalia. Do you think we missed something? I got a gut feeling there's more to this corpse. Okay, well. We're in liver mortis here. He is disintegrating. We need to refrigerate the body if we want to conduct another examination. Where do we find a fridge for the body? Hey, a wild smile appears on his face. Wasn't a gigantic iceberg sarcophagus in that building? He points towards the commercial area. Yeah, an absolutely colossal fridge still plugged in, literally in the shape of an iceberg. So that's what the iceberg shaped refrigerator was for. Now that's an overstatement. It's not actually for storing cadavers, or at least I hope so. I think we should take a look at it first, make sure it's big enough before we carry him over. He closes his notebook and cracks his neck. Let's move. With every hour, whatever we're looking for in the disease will become harder to find. Okay, come on. Still up? Yeah, I want to play this at least a little bit. But the clock is much now, isn't it? It's almost 7 in the morning? It's New Year though, so it's okay. Oh, there's the fridge. What the fuck am I doing? We've been on for 2 corpses. It's certainly an eccentric choice, but it's capacious and cold enough too. but the optics on this thing are awful, he thinks. We need to be as silent as we can. Should we go get the body then? I'll take the head and you take the feet. The stairs won't be easy, but we'll manage. Okay, let's do this. The body's heavier than you expected and stinkier. It takes half an hour to get it down to the basement, then 10 more minutes to stuff it in the fridge. The lieutenant takes a step back, admiring your handiwork. Beautiful, he says, wiping his hands with his handkerchief. A dead body in an ice bear fridge. This is some of the best policing work I've ever done. You have definitely earned a drink after this, perhaps even some pagan rites. How should I believe you? Of course you don't. Look at that. What have we done? We stuffed a dead body in an ice bear fridge. Does not leave this room. He means it. He doesn't want to be the ice bear cop. I think it's a glorious achievement and people need to hear about it. Yeah, not proud either, but we did find a fridge. This isn't police work, Kim, it's art. We're artists, and this was operation. If we were artists, this would certainly not be my vision. I would be much more conservative in my work. At least we stopped the body from decomposing further, and now you can conduct another inspection under controlled circumstances. Pathetic. Okay. Oh, we did pretty good. Can you go away so I can steal his boots? What chat, dude? I'm fucking done now. We got the corpse in the fucking fridge. We're saving. Talk to the corpse. You think it's gonna ask why I put him in a fridge? Can I talk to the corpse? Tell me something, dead man. How do you like it in the fridge? I like it a lot, brother. This is really your finest hour. You're a genius and a regular Copolangelo. The autopsy said they have ancient mysteries. Oh yes. Cobo me Lobo in the gift horse mount. Tracks and wakes and waterways. Ancient material buried. Yeah, but where, brother? Just a small gulp away, my beloved Kobo. A small gulp away. Alright, there we go. Hey, much love, chat. I'm gonna steal those boots next time. Shit. Oh, we still have 900 hours this late? Jesus Christ. Spitters, 96, thanks for the sub, dude. Andomitas, thanks for the sub. Bison3, thanks for 1500 biddies. Income for your 2021 taxes. Oh yeah, sure, dude, I'll take it. Mr. Teats, thanks for 35 months. Hey, happy new Robert. Here's on making more videos in 2021. I'm not gonna promise shit, honestly. I'm not gonna promise anything. That way, I don't have to worry about it. That way we'll get more videos that I won't promise. Mr. Teats, thanks for the 35 months. Happy New Year, Robert. I didn't just read you. I'm so fucking tired, dude. Lonely French Boy, thanks for 23 months tier 2. Drops on... yes. Disco Lysum drops. Check your inventory. Deathstroke... wait, you mean when I have my drops? I haven't talked to the devs. I don't think I want to, honestly. Do any drops for Tarkov. I will do the free drops the last day. I'm not gonna be that... I mean, do they pay me to have that up? Then perhaps. give me the drops, please. Another face grade, 3 months. Deathstroke 647, thanks for the Prime. Super Supreme Bandana. Thanks for 2 gifted subs to Pro, PB, and Kibo Sam. Thank you very much, dude. Some New Year's gifts here. Straw Hat Sean, thanks for the 33 months. Damn, that's a lot of months. It is. It's plenty. It's 11 3 times. Grimmolis, thanks for the fiver. Vo 1 euro to Seors. Holy shit, how the fuck did I say your name? Thanks for the Hexa, man. Happy New Year. Oh, dude, fuck. Thank you, dude. Have a Happy New Year, everyone. Well, not everyone has a Happy New Year yet. Jordi C1507, thanks for the Preem. The Milkman 819, thanks for the Preem. Smithers 96, thanks for the sub. Hey! We're fucking done. We're fucking done. Is anyone up this hour? I mean, Americans are, of course. Right, iDubbbz. I don't want to rate someone with super much views. Ah, let's rate iDubbbz, I guess. It didn't have as much as I thought it would. Chat, get in, get the raid, get in it. Much love, chat. Is he playing? Have you played for it? Shit, I can't even remember what it was called, the Google Map thing. Hey, much love, chat. Fuck, hey, great. Oh, Crispy When Wet, thanks for 45 months. This is a fuck ton. Happy New Year, and thanks for the 12-hour stream. Yeah, it was a long stream. Much love, chat. Y'all cool, and you stay cool. Okay? Don't get burnt by fireworks.